9 p.m. edition this Sunday evening with Republic TV News Release. Shravan Sen is also joining us live on this broadcast. Republic fights back and we have a statement to release, and I'm going to read out parts of the statement and Shravan will take us through the entire thing. Because yesterday around 1 or 2 p.m. we put out the full statement, Shravan. The 7-page Hansa report. That was the report that exposed India Today. In fact, that was the report on the basis of which the original FIR was filed on the 6th of October. And today, our CEO, COO and senior member of our distribution team were questioned by the Mumbai police for 20 hours in all. We are shocked to learn that in the course of questioning the Republic Media Network CEO, Vikas Kanchandani, the Mumbai police made multiple attempts to probe in detail as to how we accessed the Hansa Research Group report. They wanted to know about the report. Believe it or not, they called him over the TRP, whatever cooked up case they were trying to foist on us, but they ended up spending a lot of time asking us how we got our hands on that report. Shravan, take us through the full news release, the statement, and then let's talk about why the Mumbai police is edgy this evening.
Well, in fact, all of viewers who are tuning in right now, this entire press release has also been put up on our website. Now, this is yet another endeavor that has been made by the Mumbai police to try and curtail our democratic rights. What we have essentially seen, that when our CEO was basically called in for questioning and other two who were basically called in for questioning, there was one question repeatedly asked, and that was the question as to how did Republic Media Network get their hands on Hansa Research report. Now that report becomes very, very crucial, because this is what we have been saying right from day one, that there has been a malicious attempt made to drag in Republic Media Network's name. In fact, the FIR that was actually registered by the Mumbai police actually mentioned India Today, and that Hansa report, which becomes a clincher, which becomes a question to Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh, because in fact we can tell our viewers that perhaps the Mumbai police was aware that this report actually existed, because Hansa report makes a mention of India Today multiple times. Despite that, till now, India Today hasn't really been called in for questioning. And today, when our senior officials were basically called in for questioning at the Mumbai Police Crime Branch office, one question was asked to almost everyone, that how did you actually get that Hansa report? And today, once again, we are sending this message to everyone who's watching, that this is yet another attempt that has been made to curtail our editorial freedom. This is a direct infringement of the freedom of press that every media organization enjoys. On what basis was this question repeatedly asked as to how did we really get our hands on the Hansa report? This is something that we would essentially do to try and in pursuit of truth. This is exactly what was done, Niranjan. But time and again, perhaps Mumbai police, which was actually aware and was hoping that this report would never see the light of the day, and perhaps try to cover up as to what's the real story, what's the real link between this TRP scam with another organization which has been named not just in the FIR, but the original complainant in this particular case also makes a mention of that very television network.
Yes, and I have the full statement with me. I want to read out the full statement. Bear with me. I want to read the full statement and then I'm going to come to you once again, Shravan. In fact, I have the full statement with me and I will read from that. Today, our CEO, COO and senior member of our distribution team were questioned by the Mumbai police for 20 hours in all. We are shocked to learn that in the course of questioning the Republic Media Network CEO, Vikas Kanchandani, the Mumbai police made multiple attempts to probe in detail as to how the network accessed the Hansa Research Group Private Limited or Hansa complaint. Specific, repeated, detailed questioning went on about how Republic accessed the Hansa complaint report, which blew the lid off the lies peddled against Republic Media Network. As everyone is aware, the Hansa complaint report made multiple mentions of India Today without a single reference to Republic TV, Republic Bharat or any affiliate of the Republic Media Network. The report, which was bereft of any mention of Republic, was the basis of the FIR and was put into the public domain by Republic TV on the 10th of October 2020. We believe that the very fact that the Mumbai police was continually probing for Republic Media Network's editorial sources stands in complete breach of the freedom of the press in India. We believe that it is inappropriate to probe any media organization for its sources. The Mumbai police repeatedly asked our CEO how, when and from where the network accessed the Hansa complaint report. Our CEO informed the Mumbai police that it's an editorial matter. Republic stands against any strong-arm tactics to try and access the sources of an independent media. We consider the attempt to probe for Republic sources a serious infringement and utter violation to the right to report in a country with a free media. If there is an attempt to use state machinery to scrutinize sources of an independent media network and bring back an emergency-style editorial control into the media, we will stand strongly against it. Republic Media Network officially reiterates that at any cost we will not disclose our sources to the Mumbai police or anyone thereof, and will protect our democratic rights as journalists. Republic will go through endless hours of questioning but will not reveal its sources in order to uphold our journalistic rights. If the Mumbai police is uncomfortable with the fact that the Hansa complaint report is now in the public domain, and with it crumbles the false narrative that was built against Republic, that does not give them the right to infringe upon the freedom of the press. We will protect our sources based on principle and editorial integrity, no matter what. What is happening in Maharashtra and in Mumbai specifically today is a shocking case before the world of the state trying to muzzle a free press. It is in complete contravention of the constitutional right for free press under Article 19(1)(a) and serves as a terrible blot on the tenets of our great democracy. The Mumbai police seems to be turning the freedom of the press in this great democracy upside down, and we stand firmly against any such attempts. The Republic Media Network will not give in to any endeavors to curtail editorial freedom, no matter who and how hard the attempt is on the other side. Shravan is with us. Shravan, yesterday we put out that report. Report names only India Today. The Mumbai Police Commissioner, Mr. Parambir Singh, did not name India Today or the FIR or the Hansa report when he held that news conference. Has anybody from India Today been summoned? Because even the witnesses, I want to talk about the witnesses as well. Shravan, the names of witnesses is mentioned in the Hansa report. Names, phone numbers, addresses, time. I'll play the graphics as well of that. Vinay, Vishal, the transfer of money, Ganesh of India Today, all these names are mentioned in that report. I want to hear from you, Shravan, whether anybody from India Today has actually been summoned.
Well, in fact, Niranjan, before I come to that, let me also underscore one important point. We as a network, we have been always maintaining this, that we will be cooperating with the Mumbai police because we have absolutely nothing to hide. In fact, zilch to really hide in this particular matter. But let's be clear here. What we are certainly expecting is a free and a fair investigation, if at all Mumbai police is interested in finding out the truth. Because at the end of the day, what we have really seen over the last few weeks, that there has been a deliberate attempt, a malicious campaign to try and defame a network which is today India's #1 news network. So this entire attempt that has been made to try and defame us and not really talking about the truth, not letting the people of this country know what's the truth. Because at the end of the day, if you simply go by what the case is all about, the complainant here in this particular case, Hansa, whose report Republic Media Network had actually put out in public domain on 10th of October. Also, there were details of that FIR that we had basically put out. It was a clear mention that there was another network named India Today Network. That network was actually mentioned in the complaint. But despite that, not a single someone has been sent out by the Mumbai police. In fact, by the Commissioner of Police, Parambir Singh, who's overseeing this entire case that is being investigated by the Mumbai Police Crime Branch. But not a single word has been mentioned about India Today. Now, what is very surprising is that in this particular case, what should have been the, what perhaps would have been the natural course of investigation, where you would have essentially seen that India Today, which has been named by the complainant in this particular case, would have actually been called in for further questioning. But before that could have actually happened, you've had the Commissioner of Police in Mumbai actually giving a clean chit on the very same day when they did a press conference naming Republic TV and actually not disclosing that India Today Network was actually mentioned in that particular FIR. So obviously this question will be raised. What was the reason behind covering up India Today's name? That becomes a big question. Until now, we have not heard a single word from Parambir Singh, because he actually went ahead and carried out a press conference and defamed Republic Media Network. And what turns out is that this is nothing but fake news at the end of the day, because clearly we have never seen in this in the past, that when you have a complainant in this particular case and when the name of a person has been taken in that FIR, that person has not been called for questioning. And on the other hand, you've had Mumbai police saying that, look here, during the investigation, Republic TV's name has come. But what happens to the main complaint? Why no action has been taken so far? That becomes the crucial question. And today, once again, that endeavor to try and curtail our freedom is appalling, if I may say so, because this is some sort of an attempt, a strong arm tactic that has been employed by Parambir Singh to try and intimidate us. But when you're asking this question, that what happens to Hansa report, I think so Mr. Parambir Singh actually knows the fact that we as journalists would do anything to find out the truth. And this was yet another attempt that was made by the Republic Media Network to let the people of this country really know what's the truth. What's the truth behind this entire attempt, concerted effort that has been made, not just by the Mumbai police, but also by the Maharashtra government to try and intimidate Republic Media Network. But let's be very clear, Niranjan, everyone in this entire network stands together for the fearless journalism that we have been doing right from day one. From the time this entire network that is led by a journalist at the end of the day, we have actually spoken the truth. Today also we are asking Parambir Singh, in all fairness, come out and talk about what really is the truth in this particular case. What about that very FIR? What about Hansa's, that entire report which basically talks about the India Today group? Why is it, Mr. Parambir Singh, that you are basically trying to avoid or brush it under the carpet and not really talk about this entire case? We as a team, we are saying that we will cooperate with the Mumbai police. We will face the trial, because at the end of the day, one thing is absolutely clear: there's nothing to hide.
And just one mention to the Mumbai police, I mean not exactly the Mumbai police, only Parambir Singh. One mention to Mr. Parambir Singh, that Mr. Parambir Singh, while we are cooperating, just a reminder to you that the Hansa report is in public domain. So the people know the truth about what is in that report. So we will stand by every word that we say, and we will continue to cooperate. Of course, the truth will come out. The truth has already emerged. Let's see where the story goes, Shravan, because today the Shiv Sena's mouthpiece put out an article targeting Arnab Goswami, saying that stop pulling the leg of the Mumbai police. Almost to threaten, didn't make any mention of India Today, just putting the facts out there. And before I take a short break, because they want to see, they want an alternative system to viewership, just giving them a reality check. Right now, 5,400 viewers on Republic live on YouTube, the live stream on YouTube, 5,400 viewers on Republic. For India Today, 600. Popularity, live popularity check. Short break. Thank you, Shravan.